What's up, everyone? Kim Becker here with your E5280 Sports and Lifestyle presents Between the Lines. And yesterday, the Denver Broncos kind of officially started training camp. Sean Payton spoke to the media ahead of their first practice on Friday. Of course, the rookies have already been to training camp, but this is officially football season now here in Denver, Colorado. Now, I will say, Sean Payton was a little spicier than I anticipated him to be. It seemed like he turned over a new leaf at the end of last season. Then when he allowed more media to be at training camp, more media availability ahead of this season, maybe as this season starts, I thought maybe he was going to be a little more warm, a little more welcoming to the media. No, he cut off a lot of people as they asked questions. He was quick to say quarterbacks will be rotated between Bo Nix, Zach Wilson, and Jared Stidham. He is not saying who is starting, which is totally fine. I didn't expect him to. But it was just a little spicy, a little salty, more so than I expected. So that was interesting. But one thing that Sean Payton did say yesterday in his media availability that I loved was that he thinks offensive line is the most important position group in NFL. And I completely agree. Now, several months ago, I was on Altitude Sports Radio and we were talking about what we thought the most intriguing storyline of training camp would be with the Denver Broncos. And I said the offensive line. And the reason behind that was because at the end of last season, when Payton benched Russell Wilson, he said, I can't just replace the offensive line. I can't just replace wide receivers. So his answer was to get rid of Russell Wilson. Now, of course, I know there was more to the story, but the fact that he said that I can't just replace my offensive line really triggered me thinking that there was definitely a problem with the way the offensive line was playing football in Sean Payton's eyes. So I'm super excited to see how they go in training camp. Obviously, Quinn Minor's got that big deal now center. There's going to be some competition for who's going to be center after Lloyd Cushenberry left. So I'm just really excited about offensive line and to see how they play, how they perform in training camp. And it sounds like Sean Payton might think the same way. So I really loved that. We will obviously hear more from Sean Payton and from the players as training camp does get going. Again, practice number 1 is on Friday, and the Colorado Rockies beat the Red Sox in extra innings, 12 innings total. 9-8 was the final score for the first game of that series. There are 2 more games against the Red Sox on both Tuesday night and Wednesday night. Todd Helton was inducted into the Hall of Fame over the weekend. He had a fantastic speech. If you guys haven't watched that, go check it out. It's about 15, 17 minutes long. But the way he talks about Colorado Rockies fans, his 17 years that he spent in Denver, he said he watched these fans become baseball fans, and he could hear the difference in the crowd when things happened in the ball game that were actually baseball related, And so to feel that from him and to understand that the fans that he loved so much then loved him so much was a really, really cool experience. So make sure that you check out Todd Helton's speech. Again, he was inducted into the Hall of Fame with the MLB this past weekend. So some exciting stuff there. But officially, football season. That's what I'm most excited about. All right, you guys have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time right here at Between the Lines.